What's happening, Crypto Farm? Happy Monday. Good morning and a happy bank holiday Monday. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you've all had a great weekend. Thank you for taking your time out to consume the content. I appreciate it. It's great to have you here. This morning I want to talk about Elon Musk, Twitter, Vanguard. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'd rather actually have a conversation in the comments about it. So let me know what you think in the comments about Elon. Elon versus Vanguard and BlackRock and Co. Or free speech versus censorship and blah de blah de blah blah blah. I'm going to play something first which just lets you know that this is from a certain perspective. This is not about the value of Twitter. It's not about the value of Twitter shares, and it's not even about the value of it's not even about the value of any board member or shareholder dividends and profits. It's literally about the control and the censorship. So I'm gonna play it. Don't really need to know the people. Just listen, take the information in.
And this, as Will says, very revealing move by the board.
Well, first, let me just say, Abby is an unbelievable athlete. That was a killer pass. But there has never been a greater pass on camera than Peter Hegseth 3 years ago in Miami.
Probably could have been 20 seconds further on, but give him a sec, he'll get there.
The cameraman missed it. That was the best pass on television I've ever seen. So, Pete, we can't, not acknowledging that.
Okay, then thank you.
I saw the evidence. It's actually awesome. Listen, here's what's going on here. The board's going to have a real problem with this. Poison pills aren't that uncommon with hostile takeovers. You know, hostile obviously means it's not like warfare, meaning the board doesn't want it. It's unsolicited. They didn't seek this out. It wasn't some M&A opportunity, right? Elon wants to buy Twitter. Twitter doesn't want to sell, and they're bored. Now, here's the strange thing, though, with these poison pills. They're usually instituted because the board reasonably believes that the hostile takeover is not going to add value to the company, so they try to thwart it. But here's the kicker with this one. Elon Musk is offering to pay a substantial premium over what the company's worth on the open market now. My point here is that how the hell is the board, if they're sued here, the board that has a fiduciary financial responsibility to increase the value of shareholders, how are they going to defend themselves in court against this without a counteroffer? In other words, they're going to go out and say what? We didn't take Elon's offer and enrich our shareholders on not on paper. It literally enrich our shareholders. He's going to take the company private because what? We didn't like Elon's libertarian politics? Guys, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. And one more thing. This poison pill is a double whammy for people who own Twitter shares, right? Not only is it a mass dilution event, the poison pill creates a whole pool of new shares. You know, you want to decrease the price of something, increase the supply. You want to decrease the price of Corvettes? Create 10 million of them. It'd be worth nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So not only is it a mass dilution event, but it could also be a liquidation event too if Musk sells the 9.2% of the shares he owns now. So you're getting like the double-barreled middle finger here. Not only are there more stock, but the stock is worth less because he liquidates his shares too. I mean, how they're going to defend this is really beyond me. They are opening themselves up to litigation that could last forever.
Yeah, and Dan, I think the translation to me as I look at it, what they're saying really openly and honestly is we're not in this for shareholder value. There are some things more important than market mechanisms and, quite honestly, greed, right? And that thing that's more important is clearly censorship.
Oh, man, you stole the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was. This is not about market value. No, you're so correct. This is about a group of left-wing lunatics who have the new public square in Twitter. They've seen the power of it with the Hunter Biden laptop story in the 2020 election. They've seen what Twitter can do in 2016, too.
Yes.
They've seen how you can manipulate politics using this beacon, this major world beacon for news that all the lefty blue check marks are on, and they're not giving it up. This is their hill to die on. It has nothing to do with shareholder value. And just one more thing on this, showing you how fraudulent and phony the left is and why I wake up every morning and thank the Lord that I'm not using his name in vain, that I'm not one of these left-wing lunatics. Like, we actually have principles, right? The left that hates the millionaires and billionaires, like Bernie Sanders always says, right? They hate big finance and big whatever, big oil. They're now behind the Saudi regime.
Yeah.
As that Saudi Alawi.
Right, we don't want Saudis hanging gay people and that, but you know where he was heading. Fascinating that, innit? The fact that these board members have an obligation to enrich the lives of shareholders. You've now got two sets of shareholders competing with each other, if not 3-4 sets. So Elon upped his stake to 9.2%, and almost immediately, relative to market speed anyway, and how fast I usually hear about shit, almost immediately Vanguard went one better. So let's have a little read through this, and then I want you all to let me know what you think in the comments. I want you all to let me know how you think a platform like this gets to decentralization. Decentralized proof of stake, community governed platform. Because if Vanguard end up with 10.3% of the voting rights, Elon Musk ends up with 9.2% of the voting rights, who the hell is getting the other 80%? You'd have to look. South African born billionaire Elon Musk became the largest shareholder in the micro-blogging platform Twitter last month, purchasing 9.2% stock of the company. However, his stint as Twitter's largest shareholder was a short one, as Vanguard Funds, an American investment advisor registered in Malvern, Pennsylvania, has replaced him yesterday. So Vanguard Funds has increased its holdings in Twitter to 10.3% of the social media giant's stock, making it the largest shareholder of the company. According to the most recent publicly available findings, with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, Vanguard now owns 82.4 million shares of Twitter, or 10.3% of the company. According to Wall Street Journal, based on Twitter's closing price on Wednesday, Vanguard's holdings are now worth $3.78 billion. And if Vanguard owns 82.4 million at 10.3%, damn. It means there's over 8 million shares, 800 million shares in Twitter. And these motherfuckers have a big chunk. So the journal said Vanguard isn't making a directional bet on Twitter. Instead, most of its assets are indexes and other so-called passive funds. The firm often sides with management on voting issues and doesn't advocate for changes like hedge fund or activist investors might. Interesting there. So we're going to read that again a little bit slower. Vanguard isn't making any directional bet on Twitter. Instead, most of its assets are indexes and other so-called passive funds. Vanguard wants to make money off it, wants to help control the censorship and put it all on management that they apparently agree with. Get the fuck out of there. Vanguard are buying the fucking world. Vanguard are top shareholders in almost every single industry you can fucking think of. Go and Google it, mate. Go and Google who's the fucking top shareholders of any fucking company you can think of. Go and do it. And you will see BlackRock and Vanguard on nearly every single fucking company. And you know the ones that you don't see them on are the ones that they're currently trying to fucking buy up. So, they want to control the censorship while still being in control of half of the value, the shares. But then siding with management on voting issues, doesn't advocate for changes, which basically means that you've got a 10% voting chunk of governance that just does whatever the fuck management want to do. When does management become community? When do they actually start caring about the community, about the people? As of last December, the Vanguard Group, the second largest investment firm in the world after BlackRock, owned around 70.4 million Twitter shares, accounting for 8.8% of all its outstanding shares. Elon Musk, on the other hand, is the largest individual shareholder in Twitter. With company co-founder Jack Dorsey, the second largest individual shareholder. So Elon Musk makes a hostile takeover bid for the 100% shares of Twitter. Like I say, hostile don't mean he's gone and kicked the back doors in with a shotgun and he's like, fucking sell it, me dickhead. Fucking sell it, man. He's literally just threw an offer in the door that they didn't expect, they didn't ask for. But the board members are going to be hard-pressed to turn down, which is why they probably got on the phone, management straight on the phone to fucking Vanguard and BlackRock, like, boys, you need to buy some fucking shares before Elon fucking swamps us. Go get the fuck on your fucking app. Get your phone out, BlackRock and Vanguard. Get on your app. Get on fucking trading 212. You know what I mean? Elon Musk made an offer to buy 100% shares of Twitter Inc., the company that runs the micro-blogging social media platform Twitter. Musk, who created a stir when he announced he has bought 9.2% of the company, claims he will unlock its extraordinary potential after taking the company private. So basically what that means, right, you've got public shares that Vanguard and BlackRock and anyone and you and me can go and buy now if we want, and some people own them, Vanguard, BlackRock and everyone else who owns them, 800 plus million of them. Elon wants to buy them all at a higher price than they're currently worth. So if you imagine, if some of them will actually have orders open for near the price that fucking Elon's offered. The thing is, people like you and me who've just got in it for a quick buck, and I don't own Twitter shares, but if I'd have bought Twitter shares for a quick buck, and then down the line I'm thinking, well, fuck me, I can actually earn a proper nice butty off it, as well as it potentially becoming a more freedom of speech, community-driven platform, then yeah. But how does Elon Musk take in 100% of the shares and redistribute it to a community within a proof-of-stake governance protocol? That's what I would want to see. I would want to see Twitter go private, but then reopened as a decentralized autonomous organization where Elon literally just has a fraction of the voting rights and everyone else votes and everyone lives happily ever after. I know, I dream, but fuck, imagine 99% of humans dreamt the same dream. Not so fucking ridiculous then, is it? So Musk refused the offer to join the company's board of directors, which he had initially accepted after the condition was put before him that he would not be able to raise his stake beyond 15% as an independent investor. Musk can now increase his holdings in Twitter beyond the stipulated 15%. The Twitter board, however, on Thursday appeared to be opposed to a purchase. The board of directors was debating whether to use a poison pill, a defensive corporate strategy that raises the price of the target stock to deter an unfavourable takeover offer. The Tesla and SpaceX chief in turn had hinted at the possibility of a hostile takeover bid in which he would bypass Twitter's board and put the offer directly to its shareholders. He tweeted, "It would be utterly indefensible not to put this offer to shareholders' vote. They own the company, not the board of directors." Boom. I don't know who this board think they are, but they need to fuck off. Boards and directors, fuck off. Just fuck off. Let's just DAO every single fucking industry, and all you motherfuckers fuck off and die. Yeah? I'd like to put it nicer. I'd like to be nicer about it, but you're all twats, you're all cunts, you've all ruined the world, so just please, just fuck off and die. Die a nice, peaceful old age death. But just make sure it's away from me and away from the new system. According to reports, Tesla and SpaceX chief has offered to pay $54.20 per share in cash for 100% shares of the company, valuing the offer at about $43 billion. So Nick Short on Twitter, if the board of directors at Twitter reject the offer made by Elon Musk, then wouldn't the board be acting in direct opposition to the financial interests of their shareholders? Elon Musk has put, absolutely, it would be utterly indefensible not to put this offer to a shareholder vote. They own the company, not the board of directors. Saudi prince refuses to sell his shares after Elon Musk proposes to buy out the microblogging site. Let's just fill it with gay. Just fill Twitter with gay. Proper gay. Not just a little bit gay. Not just your fucking pride flag. I mean, like, you go and try and wave your pride flag in Saudi Arabia. Don't actually go and fucking do it, please. Don't go to Saudi Arabia waving a pride flag about, because they will not be proud of you, mate. No, they're not going to be proud of you. I mean, I'm all for gay people. Do what the fuck you want behind a closed door, as long as you're not hurting someone and they've consented to it. Do what the fuck you want. Just don't do some of it in front of me, and definitely don't do it in fucking Saudi Arabia. Jesus fucking Christ. But to make the point, go fly your flag there and see how long you last flying that flag there. Yeah. I mean, we're bombing the shit out of Somalia. Russia's bombing the shit out of Ukraine, but no one will touch the Saudis. Inhumane, barbaric bastards. Not all Saudis. And obviously, it's not the actual Saudi people. It's their legislation and culture against gay people. I don't like having a gay debate. Got gay people in my family. Got gay people who I know. Again, each to their own. Blah, blah, blah. But what happens if everyone becomes gay before we can make babies in fucking artificial wombs? Someone's got to give birth, man. Someone needs to get fucked off a cock or needle and have a baby. I'm getting off topic. Fucking Saudis, mate. Them Saudis, curveballs all fucking day. Anyway, meanwhile, hours after the CEO offered to buy 100% shares of Twitter, Saudi Arabian billionaire businessman Al-Walid bin Talal refused to sell his stake. While reacting to the development of Elon, had inquired, how much of Twitter does the kingdom own, directly and indirectly? What are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedoms of speech? What are the kingdom's views on a man sucking dick? I'm interested in that. I mean, I'm not gay, but I'd suck a dick if the right amount of figures were on that check. I'm straight on my knees, airtight seal, and I'll swallow the fucking lot, mate. Because you know what value can do. Just yeah, it opens fucking doors, mate. Not the back door. Stop it. But yeah, fuck me. This video went way off track because of that Saudi curveball. I should have just shut my fucking mouth. Didn't. Anyway, what do you think? Elon versus Vanguard, BlackRock. Do you think Elon is really fighting for free speech, for fairness? Do you think when he goes, if he buys Twitter and goes private, it'd be open to decentralized autonomous organization and basically give it back away to the community? Is he going to proof of stake protocol? Charles Hoskinson's literally got hold of him saying, look, if all this fails and Twitter falls through, let's make a brand new platform on ADA. That'd be also, could be potentially a good idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Elon buying Twitter a good thing? Or is BlackRock and Vanguard keeping control of it better for us all? Do we all need our hands holding? Yeah. Let me know in the comments, guys. And enjoy the rest of your Monday. I've got a few things to do. On that note, you know the dance. Invest in yourself. Invest in net of value. Live long and hodl it all. Never let it go. Get it staked. Get it baked. Look after the pot till the pot looks after you. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. We love crypto. I love and hate Elon. I love you as well. So, peace.